Hey man, we're gonna switch up from the hip hop and music news to talk about this whole Kyrie Irving situation with the Nets, right? Now, of course, we know Kanye West has been under fire for the last couple of weeks, so much so that he's lost all of his endorsements, all his partnerships, and all ties with any major brands in the world that have given money to him or created products or services on his behalf. Everybody backed out of business because of his anti-Semitic views that he shared on Drink Champs and other interviews. He has since apologized, but the damage is already done. Now, the Nets have turned their attention onto Kyrie Irving. So a couple days ago, Kyrie Irving tweeted out this Amazon link to a movie called Hebrews to Negroes that is allegedly a movie that's heavily anti-Semitic, anti-Jew. It talks about Jews being on slave ships. It speaks on blacks being the original Hebrews and Jews. And it also talks about how white Jews, or the Jews that we know today of Israel, are Satanists. Now, I don't know any of this information to be true. I'm not a Zionist. I don't really get into all of this. I'm not a black Hebrew Israelite or anything like that. So, there's a lot of people that do believe that. And to be honest, if Africans were the first, then everything that became an offshoot of what we were doing would be the original. So I guess there will be some credence to that. But I'm not here to get canceled. I'm not here for controversy. I'm just reporting on what's going down. Y'all could sift through the mess if you want to. Now, the thing about this whole situation is that Brooklyn Nets owner Tsai issued a statement Friday night condemning Kyrie Irving and his decision to promote this film on social media. He says, "I'm disappointed that Kyrie appears to support a film based on a book full of anti-Semitic disinformation. I want to sit down and make sure he understands this is hurtful to all of us, and as a man of faith, it is wrong to promote hate based on race, ethnicity, or religion." And Tsai put this out on Twitter so that the whole world could see it. Earlier today, Kyrie Irving came out and said, "I am an omnist," and I mean no disrespect to anyone's religious beliefs. The quote-unquote anti-Semitic label that is being pushed on me is just not justified and does not reflect the reality or truth I live in every day. I embrace and want to learn from all walks of life and religions. Hela. The NBA has also issued a statement decrying hate speech. They say hate speech of any kind is unacceptable and runs counter to the NBA's values of equality, inclusion, and respect. We believe we all have a role to play in ensuring such words or ideas, including anti-Semitic ones, are challenged and refuted, and we will continue working with all members of the NBA community to ensure that everyone understands the impact of their words and actions. Now, Coach Steve Nash of the Brooklyn Nets says, "I don't think our group is overly affected by this situation. We've had so many situations over the last 2.5 years that I think we kind of built an immunity to some of it. I also think our guys aren't that familiar with the materials. So if we get a minute to breathe and get a deeper understanding of what actually are the details here, then we will. But right now, I think guys are trying to focus on the game. I think the organization has stepped up and made a strong statement on their beliefs. And you'll be able to hear from Kyrie when it's his turn to talk." And I'm going to be very honest and transparent. I really appreciate Steve Nash stepping up and saying, "Hey, we're focused on the game. I don't think that our players are distracted. I think we're okay. We've had a lot more real stuff going on in the past couple of years as it pertains to the team, the division, or unity or lack thereof within the team. Kyrie is an eccentric brother. Everybody knows that at this point. Come on, fam. Next question." I appreciate that. And to be honest, I think it's bull that anybody that says anything regarding Jews automatically gets condemned, automatically gets labeled as anti-Semitic. We saw this play out with Lupe Fiasco years ago when he put out a song and he said something about Jews, and all the record labels in the business condemned him for being anti-Semitic. Basically put the nail in the coffin of his career, as it was already on the downslope since he was mistreated at Atlantic Records. After that song came out, he never received any mainstream promotion, period. And it's very interesting that anti-Semitism seems to be exclusively thrown out to black people. Whenever we try to get to the root of Judaism, of black Hebrews, or whatever the case may be, the first thing that gets thrown around is anti-Semitism. However, there's so many different denominations of Christianity in this world that debunk each other's theories. Where are the anti-Christians? Because to be honest, as somebody who's read the Bible, I feel like all walks of civilization are anti-Christian. I feel like the things that are promoted on TV, music, society, politics, all of those things are anti-Christian, but the Christians ain't strong enough to take down nobody. I wonder why that is. Maybe because the blazing majority of Christians in all walks of life are broke, except for the pastors or the churches they attend. Allow me to digress on that one. Now, I'm not a big Kanye West supporter. However, I am a big Kyrie Irving supporter, but I feel like both of them are being wrongfully treated. Now, I do feel as though at some point when you go out here and you verbalize and spew hate to people, you're going to get whatever you get in return. Kyrie, however, did not do that. All he did was tweet out a link to a film that gives you an option on whether or not you want to see it. Not to mention, once you see it, you have the option to interpret it however you feel. So it's not telling you what to believe. So I do think the NBA is bogus. I do think Tsai from the Nets is bogus. And the only person that I see taking a real honest approach with this is Steve Nash. And he says, I don't know that content. I don't know what y'all talking about. We play basketball over here. And I'm going to tell you what, Nike already has a rocky relationship with Kyrie. Kyrie has a rocky relationship with Nike. I would not be surprised if there's some type of clause in there that they may try to drop him by the end of this season. Last season, I think he was saying that he wasn't rocking with none of the Kyries that they produced because they put out a lesser version of his shoes. It'll be interesting to see how that turns out if Nike continues their relationship with Kyrie Irving beyond this season. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments though, man. Go ahead and chime in. Let's have a real conversation. I'm not trying to debate with nobody, but I am open to other perspectives. Let's get it, man. Be sure to like and share this video. And of course, if this is your first time seeing any of my content, hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.